Good morning, poets. Today we're going to be learning about odes. What is an ode? An ode is a lengthy poem that celebrates a particular person, place, or thing.
Hey poets, I'm Zara. I'm part of your Power Poetry team, and I'm here today to give you 6 tips on how to write an ode. Number 1, get emotional. Think of a person, place, or thing that matters to you, because what's really the point of poetry if you're writing about stuff that doesn't matter? Use that thing when you write. Number 2, if you feel something, say something. Think about how you react when the thing that you love comes up in conversation. Try writing the way you talk. Even if you are worried that it's not fancy or polished, it'll still be great inspiration for your final poem. Number 3, size matters. Odes are usually pretty long, so a thing to try would be thinking of all the different aspects of this thing you love and try writing a different stanza about each one. Number 4, to rhyme or not to rhyme. Traditional odes usually rhyme, but they don't have to, so it's really about whether or not the rhyming spirit moves you. If it does, awesome. If not, that's chill too. People express themselves all the time without resorting to complicated rhyme. Alright, number 5, share your poem. If you wrote your ode about a person, think about giving it to them as a gift because they will love it. If you're not down for that, definitely bring it back here, post it on Power Poetry because we love to read the stuff that you guys write. And number 6 is so important. The thing is, the sky's the limit when it comes to poetry. You can rap, you can rhyme, you can sing your odes if you want. Really, the possibilities are endless.
Okay, now that we know what an ode is, or at least a little bit about an ode, let's look at some examples. This first one began as a letter Kobe Bryant wrote in 2015 when he was about to retire from basketball. The end result was this beautiful, short, animated film about his love of the sport.
Dear basketball, from the moment I started rolling my dad's tube socks and shooting imaginary game-winning shots in the Great Western Forum, I knew one thing was real. I fell in love with you. A love so deep, I gave you my all, from my mind and body to my spirit and soul. As a 6-year-old boy, deeply in love with you, I never saw the end of the tunnel. I only saw myself running out of one. And so I ran. I ran up and down every court after every loose ball for you. You asked for my hustle. I gave you my heart. Because it came with so much more. I played through the sweat and the hurt. Not because challenge called me, but because you called me. I did everything for you. Because that's what you do when someone makes you feel as alive as you've made me feel. You gave a 6-year-old boy his later dream. And I'll always love you for it. But I can't love you obsessively for much longer. This season is all I have left to give. My heart can take the pounding. My mind can handle the grind. But my it's time to say goodbye. And that's okay. I'm ready to let you go. I want you to know now, so we both can savor every moment we have left together. The good and the bad. We have given each other all that we have. And we both know, no matter what I do next, I'll always be that kid with the rolled up socks, garbage can in the corner, 5 seconds on the clock, ball in my hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love you always, Kobe.
There's a few more minutes of that video, so if you would like to watch the entire thing, or you want to watch it again, I will put the link in Google Classroom. We read this ode a few weeks ago. It's a celebration of how the sunlight is so beautiful as it filters through the trees. Ode to Enchanted Light. Under the trees, light has dropped from the top of the sky. Light like a green latticework of branches, shining on every leaf, drifting down like clean white sand. A cicada sends its sighing song high into the empty air. The world is a glass overflowing with water. Gary Soto has an entire book of odes. This one is an ode to Pablo's tennis shoes. You might remember Gary Soto as the author of La Bamba, which is a short story we read in the fall. Let's listen to Ode to Pablo's Tennis Shoes.
They went under Pablo's bed, rain-beaten, sun-beaten, scruff green at their tips from when he fell in the schoolyard. He fell leaping for a football that sailed his way. Pablo fell and got up, green on his shoes, the football out of reach. Now it's night. Pablo is in bed, listening to his mother laughing to the Mexican novellas on TV. His shoes, twin pets that snuggled his toes, are under the bed. He should have bathed, but he didn't. Dirt rolls from his palm, blades of grass tumble from his hair. He wants to be like his shoes, a little dirty from the road, a little worn from racing to the drinking fountain 100 times in one day. It takes water to make him go, and his shoes to get him there. He loves his shoes, cloth like a sail, rubber like a lifeboat in a rough sea. Pablo is tired, sinking into the mattress. His eyes sting from grass and long words and books. He needs 8 hours of sleep to cool his shoes, the tongue's hanging out, exhausted.
And finally, Ode to Thrift Stores is a celebration of thrift stores, but perhaps even more so, a celebration of the author's mother.
A rich girl once told me she didn't shop in thrift stores because they were sad places. And immediately I pictured myself trotting alongside my mom at the community thrift on the south side, the dusty heaven that produced all my toys and dresses. I remember This Will Be, some Natalie Cole, or Otis Redding, or Earth, Wind, and Fire shooting through the speakers, my mom humming about everlasting love while scouring the kitchen utensils. And I know the rich girl is wrong. The thrift stores are anything but sad. Mom had rules when I was young. Pants should be under $10, shirts less than $5, a good jacket maybe 15 or 20. I'm not sure if she made these rules or inherited them as I did, but I keep them with me wherever I go. Know that a woman who came before you knew you would need guidance, and so she gifted you From her tired palms, her oldest blueprints for existing. The women in my family have always been the most original. Trust them to find a way to do something when every easy option is gone. Turn the blouse backwards, and now it fits better. Roll up the sleeves, remove shoulder pads, learn to sew so you can hem your own clothes. What can you create when the only thing in front of you is your hands? How fast can you think? How deliberate can you be? Can you imagine something better than what you have, then make the thing you have better? Who taught you to make a solution where there is none? Who was it that said adapt or die? And did they meet my mother, queen of couponing and early morning yard sales before the Texas heat brushes the back of the neck? When I tell you department stores overwhelm me, what I mean is 15% off is not a sale. I'm not even sure why they have sales because I'm not showing up till it goes on clearance. Mom says everything goes on clearance. Mom also says the only things you should buy new are shoes and underwear. That just because you don't have money doesn't mean you can't be sanitary. Don't leave the store until you've seen everything. The selection changes every day. Every 24 hours, a handful of new chances to become an artist. My mom says she used to write poetry. My father, when he was alive, was a dancer. Did I learn grace, or was it passed through the blood? Have I always been creative and practical? Today, I bought 2 sweaters, 2 belts, and a mason jar for $3. Texted my mom, thinking of you.
If you'd like to see that same poem in more of a video format, I will include the link in Google Classroom as well. Here's the fun fact. Perhaps the most famous ode ever written was by John Keats, and he wrote about Greek vases, which you can see there on the right. The ode was called Ode on a Grecian Urn. You might read it in high school. We're not going to get to it today. Now it's your turn. Use these guidelines below when working on your odes. 1. Pick an ordinary person, place, or thing to write about. Should be something you care about or love or really enjoy. 2. Tell your subject how much you adore them. Be grateful and thankful with your praise. 3. Use first-person point of view and speak directly to the subject. Remember, with first person, you're using pronouns like I and me. 4. Use all the elements of poetry you can bring to this poem. This is the last one we will be drafting. After this, we will publish one of the many poems you have created. So now if you head over to the classwork tab of Google Classroom, you'll find the document and you can get started.